Alright. I love this thing. Check it out, guys. I got some Formica. This area used to be notorious for mica mines. Stuff's all over the ground. Oh, it's all over my car. I got a sparkly car now. Alright. Well, 4.5. Not bad. Got quite a bit of rain. I still got there to do, but there's like frost underneath. You'd think out in the field like that it'd be completely dry. Don't get completely in the soft stuff here. Okay. But I got a tree down. Cut a lot better when. So I got about 10 cuttings out of that off that chain. I got like here. All that's still frosted, so I got to get all the driveway dust that was plowed in. So I cleared here. I found plants. I could have released a plant of doom or something, but I got to fix all the road here. Don't know who that lady is, but she's in the house anyway. She came by. I was like, okay. The patch spots here and there. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this though. This always runs here. Like it's almost impossible to keep up with that one. But it's a good start anyway. 4.5 hours. It took me 2 hours to do the darn tree. I can't believe that. But I had to stop and should I push him off the road or should I let him go? I'll let him go. Oh, there's a motorbike behind him. See, there's still snow on the ground. There's motorbikes out already. Isn't that cool? And no flies yet. The Harley? Yeah. Potato, 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 potato. No, that's a V-Star. It's a Yamaha. It's a Yamaha. But anyway, yeah, so I got about 10 tree jobs done. 8 or 10 tree jobs done. With the factory chain. We'll be cutting grass here pretty soon. If it rains tomorrow, like they say, and then we get sun again, we'll be cutting grass here. Probably about another 2 weeks. Yeah. But yeah, no, it went well. I'm gonna stop in at the other place, have a look. I gotta get gas. Is that my buddy Paul? Nope. Yeah. So anyway, the mistakes I made this morning, my first big tree of the season, third, sorry. How many tree? I did like 3 or 4 tree jobs already this year. You kind of lose count very quickly. But that said, my saw, like, I think if you add up today and yesterday, I think I might only owe like 700 left on the saw, or 600 on the saws. So out of $2,001, that's all I got roughly left to pay. Not bad. And anyhow, yeah, so I didn't sharpen my, who's that there? Does somebody know? I didn't sharpen my, oh, I know who that is. Yeah. I didn't sharpen my chain before I started my job. I should have for the bigger tree. Because yesterday, like, I was cutting good yesterday, but I knew yesterday was starting, wasn't cutting quite as fast as I normally did. The chain's fine. It's just, you know, after so many cuts, you gotta top it up. So I did 3 swipes per tooth, and it was back into maniac mode again, tree reaping maniac mode, which I like. There's a green thing on that tree. Don't know what the green thing was on that tree, but it's on there. But anyway, yeah, so that's what happened. So the gooder thing about that is that I can, you know, just keep touching up that chain a little bit each time I like before a job. Usually what I do before a job, like this weekend I'm going to flip the bar. I didn't do it when I sharpened because I didn't really want to get that detailed into it. I just went 3 swipes per tooth. I didn't have to touch rakers yet, not even close. I inspected each tooth. Everything looked good. Because I did hit the ground twice with the saw so far since I had it. I mean, it's inevitable. The worst place around there is that you have to really watch your follow through because there's all kinds of lime rocks, and you can't see them. So like, you try your best not to touch the ground to begin with, but now we can hit warp speed. But the thing is that as soon as you hit the ground once, like it dulls your saw right away. And if you hit it really good, then you might as well stop and just sharpen. So I'm going to sharpen all the saws this weekend really good, or whenever I do the next tree job. I think that's all I got for this week. But that tree was, I did a few things screwed up on it, but the concept was right. It worked out in my favor anyway. So I did an accidental scissor wheel. Yeah, that's right. Get off the road. That was hard to see that guy. I don't know if you can see his white tail there. Holy deer phantoms everywhere. See, what they're doing is they're coming out on the road because the road's nice and warm. They want to sleep on the road, the little buggers. Well, they're not little. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, so anyway, as of today, the car has earned its keep once. You know, I think every cent I put into it. So I only got 4.5 hours today, but that's not bad. You know, that's not bad for, like, I've kind of been consistent so far this year where it's like, not really like going crazy yet, but it's like, there's just enough work each day. My client? Oh, my client. I had to go rescue my client yesterday because she locked herself out of the house. It was pretty funny. It's the second time that's happened. But I always have a spare key for them, so. Yeah, so there, at least I got going there anyway. Because I met with those clients. Big Red. Well, this is Big Red Road Reaper. The Avenging Road Reaper with a sunroof. Anyway. Ooh, squirrel. Supper. But anyway, yeah, so that tree, I should have left the top on it just so you can see how it was hanging there. But I just grabbed it with my mighty bicep and I pulled it down. And then when I cut it, I didn't, because the ground was a little bit screwed up. I should have taken a little bit more time clearing my area. You know, you can never rush with a chainsaw. That's rule number one. You never rush with chainsaws. And I didn't really rush. I just, you know, could have taken a little more time. That's all. But I got it all cut up. After I touched up the chain there with a couple of swipes. See, I should have done that before I fell it. Because I noticed when I was doing my plunge, it was a little slow going in. Because that thing's normally like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like that saw cut's good though. Oh my God, it's a great saw to work with. You know, like it's not too heavy. Yeah, I am going to get a 28-inch bar, but I don't know if the 28-inch bar would just be too overkill for that, for power-wise. Because 20 seems to work really good. I do want to get a 16-inch bar for it though. Because like this tree, for example, I was going to go up the ladder and nick, and like start, like go up the ladder and nick off pieces of the part of the tree that was hanging there. Right? But then I'm like, if I could pull it down, that's even better. And I had a hunch I could. I was just going to hook onto it with a rope, my rope, and pull it. But I didn't need to. I just walked with it and broke and down it went. It's like, oh, perfect. So I cut the top part off. And then I did the plunge cut, came out. But I didn't come out far enough. I was trying, because I seen one guy, he leaves his triggers like 4 inches. And my goal was, okay, I'll leave the trigger 4 inches, and then what I'll do is I'll put in the wedge, smack the wedge, and over it'll go. But 4 inches was just a little bit too much hold for the tree, and so even when I cut it, it just wasn't letting go. You know what I mean? So it kind of, yeah, okay, so I won't do that. But that one wedge, that poor wedge has got so beat up. I can't believe how the other wedge is not doing too bad. But that's why you charge for that stuff, right? Yeah. So next time I'll probably only leave my 2-inch strip, but I did kind of do an accidental version of a scissor wheel. It wasn't a proper scissor wheel, but scissor wheel effect anyway. But that I should have been paying a little bit more attention on my plunge. You know, so because I was a little more, my face cut was a little more back this way than I thought. So when I